It's time once again to ask the question, how did that town get that name? This time we visited some communities in South Texas, two of them that start with the rarely used letter Q. And we find out why birds played a role when it comes to giving another town its identity. Justin Horn hits the road again and takes us to Eagle Pass, Quemado, and Quihi.
Our first stop is Eagle Pass, and more specifically, Fort Duncan.
16,000 to 17,000 troops here during World War I.
It's a former military installment with a rich history. Charles Lindbergh even landed here. Now a museum that holds the story to how Eagle Pass got its name, which begins in 1849 when troops first arrived to protect against raids.
They pitched their tents in the formation of spread eagle wings, and they named it Camp Eagle Pass.
Other theories exist from indigenous people in the area, citing the Mexican eagle as a source for the town's name. Next, a quick trip north takes us to Quemado.
Quemado means burned.
But nothing here looks charred, so what gives?
It was because the Spaniards thought it was a remains of an old volcano.
A little far-fetched. And in fact, there are other theories from a flaming creek to fiery raids. It may have also once had another name.
Los Quemados means the burned ones. Burned what? I don't know.
One thing we do know is that this town is home to the corner of First and Amistad. It doesn't look like much, but it's the only intersection in the country with that name. And if it sounds familiar, there's a good reason for that. Yes, it's the intersection made famous in the 2009 song, You Found Me by The Fray. The artists say it was all just a coincidence. And finally, 100 miles to the east, you'll find Quihi, home to the famous Quihi Gun Club and Dance Hall. And according to those who live here, this is the oldest continuously operated dance hall and gun club in the United States.
The gun club was established in 1890.
That was after the town got its name. A story that dates back to 1844 during a meeting between area Germans and Native Americans.
There was a bird that kept flying around that kept saying something like, Quihi, Quihi, Quihi. Well, the Indians come up with that it was Quihi.
And it stuck.
I love the legends.
It's really interesting. You know, there's these great stories behind these towns.
Yeah. It just goes to show how much history we have here in Texas that we don't know about.
So much, and just really good stuff.
Yeah.